Hey guys, and welcome to Silver and Blood. So, if you have reached chapter 8 to 9, definitely you need to go to the Infinite Abyss. And as you can see, the raids have actually opened up. So, what you get during these raids, so you get a couple of moon tiers, you get a couple of soli as well, and you get these ones: perfect, church, shard. So these shards are going to be converted into shards of church vassals. So this is a nice way to add to your characters while you're doing your raids. Okay, so what are mechanics for the raid? So the raid is actually open Mondays to Sundays, and there are factions actually that are involved. So the first one is your ancestry faction. So if you don't have ancestors, definitely you can't join this one. Like me, I don't have one. I can't join this. Probably if you have one, you could, join this with one character, depending if that character can take out the raid or the enemies during the raid. Then you're gonna be successful. But if you don't have characters for ancestry, you might as well skip it. Then you have church faction, then you have bloodborne, then you have kingdom. So bloodborne are your vampires, kingdom are your more or less your werewolves. So each day of the week, it's gonna be opening factions. So this one, the first one today, is the church faction. On Tuesday, it's gonna be bloodborne. On Wednesday, it's gonna be two: Tower of Kingdom and your ancestry. Definitely, you're gonna be doing one only because you don't have ancestry. On Thursday, you're going to go back again to the church. Then Friday, again going back to Bloodborne, and on Saturday, you're gonna be going back to the Kingdom as well. But on Sunday, which yesterday I was able to do three of the stages. All of the faction raids are open on a Sunday. So let's go to team building for each of the factions and let's see what is available. So before you build your faction teams, let us sort all of what you have. So starting with sorting, let's check out the factions here. The first one is definitely going to go to your ancestry, which I don't have obviously. Next up is going to be for church. So for church, again, logically, you're gonna be using SSRs, which I do have in a bunch. That is the first sorting that you have in terms of faction. If you don't have enough SSRs, definitely you'll have to go with your SR. Secondly, you have to make sure that you have at least one of each of the three phases of the moon. So as you can see, I have one, two, and three. So this is really good to go. I do have an excess in terms of this team. So more or less, I'll be bringing one, two, three, four, and I'd take one of these in the end. So that is basically my church team. So for your Bloodborne team, Bloodborne, I do have a problem. I don't have much. As you can see here, I do only have two SSRs built, but crucial in team building for factions is going to be your SRs. So I do have a couple of SRs. I went with Imposa, Iona, and Noah. Number one, I went with them because of their availability and also the moon phases. I didn't go with Gestel because I'm gonna be having a lot of this type here in terms of new moon. Again, I didn't bring Gestel, so what I did was I have Lamina for full and Imposa. Crescent Moon, I have Noah, I only have one. And for New Moon, I got Iona and Bella. Again, it's going to be crucial that you're going to have to use SRs to complete your team, at least a team of 5. And you do have a couple of options for Church. Seti is also good as an SR for range, and that is for our Church. Then the last faction that I actually built up is actually the Kingdom, which I do have a lot of SSRs already. But I also have the option of bringing Clive here as an SR because I might need to swap him out with either Hati, Ami, and Gilrain, because I do have a lot of crescent moons in this team. So if I want to balance out um, all of more or less all of the moon phases, I need to slot him in and replace one of them so that I may trigger my ultimate as quick as possible. And the availability of the phases are actually there. So those are the tips for building your faction teams. Again, it's very simple. Again, SSRs are going to be a major factor as early as now in terms of building your faction teams. That is it, guys. Comment down in the comment section what do you think. Thank you very much for staying this far. Take care. Stay safe. This is the Warden, and I'm out of here.